My name is Marcus Kesler. I've been dabbling in photography for close to 7-8 years now. Started with film photography, just doing the usual friends, neighbors, neighborhoods. Really started to get a focus in street photography when I was still shooting film. And I switched over to digital about 5 years ago. I still focused more on the street journalism aspect of photography. My brother, who did some photography, started finding out about Troy Pavia and more of the different night photography and light painting technique. He started liking it, took me along on a trip along Route 66, and that is how I was first exposed to night photography. And I really took to it like a moth to a flame. I really enjoy it. I find it's a great expression and really an extension of the journalism style of street photography. Instead of telling the story on the street and with people, instead I just tell the story with objects and light. An important aspect of the light painting and night photography is that the only ambient light I use is moonlight. There's no sunlight. I might be able to use some artificial minimal lighting using the handheld flashlights, but 90% of the scene is lit by the moon. So after trying to find these cities, once I find an object, a town, a landmark, kind of spend some time there, try to analyze the mood and the feeling. I really try not to give any artificial sense to the places I find. I try to use the light and the whole process of light painting to capture the mood that's already there, reinforce it, and help the object or the city tell its own story.
As a photographer who has done abandoned type work, Marcus was very interesting to me just from that perspective. I think a lot of viewers are drawn to the sort of abandoned sites, old buildings, and showing that to be beautiful. I feel like Marcus is showing it in a different way by adding that light element, which adds the life back to this area that it brings it to life.
His use of light in these abandoned buildings was really intriguing to me. All of the images had a very unique, haunting quality to them. The time-lapse effect to show the trails of the stars I thought was really beautiful. So I was really attracted to that, but once I read his proposal, I knew that we wanted him for a spotlight artist.
My proposal for the spotlight was titled Cities of Hope, and it's focusing on the historic all African-American towns that were found in Oklahoma, which Oklahoma had more historical towns than any other state in the Union, from before statehood, when the freedmen founded their own towns, until the land run, when many African-American societies and many African-American families tried to take the opportunity to escape from Jim Crow and institutionalized racism in the South and focus their own towns with their own resources here in Oklahoma. It's an important landmark for Oklahoma. It's an important distinguishment for Oklahoma, but one that doesn't receive a lot of merit in the history, so I'm trying to help Oklahoma tell that part of its history and its story.
The meaning behind Marcus's work in recognizing these cities that are significant historically to African Americans and what that means. And I think that's something that Oklahomans maybe don't know a lot about. It was definitely something that I didn't know a lot about. And I hope that he can teach me some more about that and maybe also educate the viewers in that way as well.
Once I find a place, the light painting process is pretty involved. It's at the minimum 3, 4, 5 minute exposures. Once I find a place, get it set up, and try to get a feeling of the mood, they usually end up taking, like I said, 3, 4, 5 minute exposure. During that time, since I take these pictures at night and they're only lit by moonlight, that amount of time gives you a good exposure, and it allows me to actually walk inside the picture, be in the frame, walk behind the buildings, into the buildings, light paint and highlight different aspects of the scene I want to highlight, and be able to come out of the pictures before the picture is finished taking. So I don't show up in the picture at all, even though I'm actually part of it. Part of the movement of time that I try to capture is shown by me being in the picture, but being just such a temporary part of the history that I don't even register.
I'm really looking forward to meeting with Marcus tomorrow. I've seen his previous work and have been very impressed by it, but I'm very excited to see what he's going to actually find in these communities, what remains, how he chooses to portray them. I think that's going to be really interesting to see, and also how many photographs he decides to have in the series as well.
The visit with the curators was great. It's been very helpful. It's been a tremendous resource. I've been taking these pictures for about two and a half years now, but this will be my first time showing, and which I'm very excited I got picked for Momentum Spotlight because of that. And all the things I don't have any experience with is how to have an exhibit, how to show, how to set things up. This all process I'm learning with these curators, and they've been tremendous at helping me gain some experience, make some ideas, and try to find ways to make these ideas reality and how to set up the exhibit.